are live. Awesome. Here to talk about something I'm passionate about, which is different ways that we can all help veterans and the people who serve this country. We have two special guests today. Gretza Roman is here. How you doing, Gretza?
Doing well, thank you.
It's great to see your smiling face this morning. I really appreciate a good smile, and you've got one for sure. Megan Henderson is here as well. How you doing, Megan?
Hey, great. Thank you.
Great to have you from United Military Lending, which is our preferred military lending organization here in Smarter San Diego. And we're going to talk about Homes for Heroes today, Gretza, which is a program I've heard about it. You know, I've heard the words. I think Homes for Heroes. I don't really know what it is. So can we kind of start with that?
Yeah, a lot of people confuse it with other hero programs. Home for Heroes, it's a rewards program. What they offer, it's a rewards, cash rewards for buyers and sellers when they buy or sell a home with the program.
Okay, so let's say now you need to be a veteran, in order to do this. So what are the qualifications?
It's not only for veterans.
Okay.
Our heroes are firefighters, law enforcement, military, and that includes active reserves and veterans. It also includes healthcare providers and EMS and teachers.
Wow. Okay. So a lot of the heroes there. You get
A lot of heroes.
All kinds of heroes.
Yes.
All right. Public service, basically, is kind of what it sounds like.
Basically, yes.
Okay. So if you're in public service in some fashion, you might qualify for this.
Correct. And
Okay.
and also we have in there like the healthcare providers, and that's if you're a chiropractor or if you're a dentist, you also qualify.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's great.
Yes.
What? Seriously?
Yes.
Did you hear that, Dr. Brian? He's a chiropractor that I know really well. He's actually a great chiropractor. You qualify. You are a hero, my friend.
Dr. Shaw.
Did you know? So
You know, it's funny because I go to the military health facility here in San Diego, so they are all heroes. They're double heroes there. But
Yes.
I love working with them.
VA. Yeah. That's it's one of those places that gets kind of a bad rap, but in reality, if you look at how many people are properly served there every day, it's crazy how much good is done.
Exactly.
You know, there are definitely horror stories. There are definitely problems. You know, it's not perfect, but doing a lot of good there.
Yes.
A lot of good. A lot of people doing a lot of good, and so you say all those people qualify.
All those
basically,
people
is what you're saying.
qualify, yes.
So what do you get then? So let's say I qualify. All right, I'm a hero. I'm a chiropractor, or I'm a veteran, or I'm active duty military, or I'm a firefighter, or a nurse, or an EMS. What is it that I get?
When I close a hero transaction, I donate 30% of my commission, 25% of it goes to the heroes, 5% of it goes to Home for Heroes, which has the Home for Heroes Foundation, and they help other heroes be able to stay in their home.
Gotcha.
So the Home for Heroes Foundation, it's a nonprofit organization, a 501c3, and they help people be able to stay in their homes. So if they need money for a rent deposit, or they need disability retrofitting, the Home for Heroes Foundation can help them.
That's awesome.
We can also partner up with some other local nonprofit organizations, and they can get money from us too.
Awesome. So 25% is basically what you're talking about to me. It's like if I'm the veteran, I'm buying 25%, so you get that back at close, like it's cash, not a credit through the closing, but something like cash.
It depends.
Okay, it can be either way.
So yesterday I closed a hero transaction.
All right.
It was a $500,000 home, and my hero got $3,125. He got it as part of his closing costs.
Gotcha. So I didn't just know you could do that.
Yes, normally.
Maybe we should talk to Megan
That's
about
an
that.
exception. That's an exception.
Yes, that's an exception. Normally they would get it after closing, but there are ways that we can get an exception accepted so that they can use it for the closing costs.
It's so cool because even when I wrote the headline for this video, which will change in the post-production, I assumed this was just for veterans.
Yeah.
And it sounds like there's other public service members that are involved as well. And 25% is no small amount. Like you said, it's over $3,000. So
Correct.
Megan, let's get to this. So now she used that 3125. Is that what it was?
Yes.
As a credit toward closing. You said that's an exception, so you can't always do that?
for her side, it's an exception for them to allow that to happen for the buyer. So maybe if they needed assistance with closing costs, then I can talk to Gretza and see if she will allow that to happen
Gotcha.
in the transaction. But typically, you know, if they can have their own closing costs covered by themselves, then they'll just get the check after closing.
Gotcha. So in that case, it's 6 one, half dozen the other. But did you do that for a specific reason? Did they need the help, or was it just for convenience?
They needed the help.
Gotcha.
They needed the help. So it's very convenient. If they don't need it, great. Instead of getting a bottle of champagne or a bottle of wine, they get a check for $3,000.
I'd rather prefer a check.
You can still get champagne and wine with 3100. I'm just telling you. Especially depending on the club that you go to.
Oh,
It
yes.
might not get you very
Some
many
nice
bottles.
champagne.
But you should celebrate that because it's not just for buyers too, right? Sellers. as well?
Sellers too. Sellers is a credit.
Okay, it works as a credit for the seller
Correct.
because you know they're going to have costs.
Correct.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, and buyers will too in a lot of cases, but for a lot of people that are like veterans or using the VA loan, they kind of have that sweet VA loan 100% financing thing going on.
Right.
So they may not have a whole lot that they need to bring to the table.
That's right, and it's even more beneficial for them if they want to use it towards their closing costs. So it depends. Do they want a check after closing to spend it on a new TV or a couch, right? Or do they want it towards their closing costs?
TV or a couch? Let's see, which one should I get? I have a feeling TV is going to win on that.
They can get a really nice TV with that.
You can these days.
Yes, yes.
I know.
TVs is just like every time I buy a TV, I'm like, all right, I wait years to buy TVs because I keep seeing the prices go down, I keep seeing them getting better, and then I buy one, and immediately it's like, whoa, the market just drops again, huge. I'm looking at my TV going, I gotta buy another TV. But I'm gonna wait, so I'll wait another 5 years. That's just kind of how it works.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So let's go through the list again of heroes. So just since the title of this isn't exactly correct right now, heroes are not just veterans and active duty military. It includes also
Firefighters, law enforcement, military, active reserves, and veterans, healthcare providers, EMS, and teachers.
teachers. That's a lot more people.
And teachers, they're the unspoken heroes. Do
Yeah.
you ever hear anybody refer to a teacher as a hero? To me, they're the biggest heroes. They have the biggest responsibility to raise our kids because they're with them 6 hours a day,
Right.
Or more.
to teach them, to really discipline them, and all of that. So for me, teachers are a big thing, a big hero.
They're a huge hero.
Absolutely.
Everyone, I'm sure, well, I don't know about you two, but every guy I know for sure was a little terror. Jade, what was your 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teachers? What kind of hell did you put them through? Because I can tell you this right now. What I put my teachers through was something else, and they definitely did not deserve it. And they all handled themselves so well. Looking back on it now as an adult and going, man, they really handled themselves well. I was being a total turd.
They know who Derek is.
Well,
Well, they remember you, I'm
oh
sure.
yeah, they definitely remember me. They definitely remember me because we were always pushing the envelope, just always pushing the envelope. And that's the thing. That's what kids do. And teachers have they're in a tough position because they aren't the parent.
Correct.
They can't really discipline you to a certain degree. So, they have to just do what they can. A lot of it's tolerance, a lot of it's patience. Very difficult job. Very difficult job. So, big shout out to all the teachers out there. We really appreciate you and everything that you do for the kids. And as we know now, how much danger that you're in. Hopefully we get that fixed sooner rather than later, as schools have
scary.
become a very soft target, for the crazies out there.
Yeah.
But if you are a teacher, if you are in the healthcare field, even chiropractors, you fit and you qualify as a hero. So this is really cool. You can save a lot of money here. You're using obviously full service,
Yes.
agent like yourself, and you're able to get that 25% commission deduction. Now, what if, here's just a question I think people might have, what if I'm selling my house and then buying another house?
You get twice.
You get it twice?
Yes.
You get it on every side?
Yes.
Forever? Not just a one-time deal?
Not just a one-time
Who
deal.
wouldn't want to do this?
No,
crazy.
in fact, I had one. I had a hero like that, Josh. He was a Navy veteran, but he's also Border Patrol. So I sold his house. First, I did his loan when I worked at the at the credit union where Megan and I met. So I did his loan there. Then I sold his townhouse, so he got his Home for Heroes, and then he bought a single family residence and he got his Home for Heroes. He ended up getting like $8,000 from me.
Cha-ching. That's legit, bro.
Yeah, it is.
8 G's. I mean, tell me, you know, when you're going through that process of moving and all that stuff, like you run into some expenses a lot of times that you're sort of not expecting, like moving or, oh, we can't, you know, the washer and dryer don't fit in the new place, we need to get a new washer and dryer, or whatever it is. There's always like a couple little things where you're like, dang, wasn't thinking about that. So to have that much of a cushion in that situation, that's really nice.
It is really nice.
Something like that pops up, boom, you take care of it. Okay, so, all right, level with me. What is the deal? Like, how hard is it to like go through the qualification process? Do I have to fill out a bunch of paperwork? How do I, you know, get this if I'm like ready to sell my house or buy a house? And I'm a hero, so I'm a teacher, I'm a firefighter, I'm in law enforcement, I'm a veteran, I'm active duty, or I'm in the healthcare industry. How do I cash in on this thing?
There are 2 disclosures that you have to sign. One basically saying that you're going to work with me as your Home for Heroes affiliate, and the other one is saying how much you're going to get.
Gotcha.
And that's it.
That's it.
There's 2 documents. That's it.
That's
2 pieces
easy.
of paper.
Very easy.
That's not bad.
No.
It's not bad. I like it. I'm just telling you, I like it. Great stuff. So now, and if you're doing that, I would imagine now, and this is just a question on the lending side for you, Megan, is, so let's say I'm doing the sell buy and I have all these credits. Is there a way to use those in the financing space at all?
Well, sure. If
they're simultaneous?
You can do that. It just depends on what they want to use it for. So if they want to use it for closing costs, we can take a look at doing that. Again, that's an exception that you have to have because they would need to get a check after closing. So, you know, if the buyer wanted, you know, the $3,000 or $4,000 towards, you know, buying down the rate, they can do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can use that,
That would be
to
really
buy
smart.
down the rate, right?
If you don't need the money,
Exactly.
and you're like, oh, wow, found money, buy down the rate, you could really get a return on that investment.
Right.
Take that $3,000, invest it into your interest rate, and see how much that saves you over the course of the loan. It'll probably be a lot more than $3,000. That'd be a really
Exactly.
good investment.
Exactly.
Okay.
So there's different ways that you can utilize that money.
And
There's
there's a
options.
lot of, you know, houses here in San Diego are very high. And you usually, even if you're getting 100% financing, you still have closing costs of about, you know,
2.5%.
2.5%. So that's a pretty big chunk of money. So you can use that towards that. And that's the benefit. And when I ask for an exception from the Home for Heroes program to use it as a closing cost, I usually say, you know, the market here is very competitive. Some people ask the sellers for closing costs, but that weakens the offer.
Correct.
So instead of doing that, if they can get it from me, then it's better for them.
Yeah.
It gives them that much leverage when they're presenting that offer.
Amazing stuff. Heroes.
Right.
There's heroes everywhere. Let's go through the list one more time, just so we have that really well covered. Who qualifies as a hero to get 25% discount on all sides, whether they're buying and selling, buying 10 properties or whatever? Who qualifies?
Law enforcement, firefighters, military, active, reserves, and veterans, healthcare providers, and EMS, and teachers.
That's amazing. That is a
Great
lot of
list.
heroes, all very, very well deserved. You want to save some money when you buy or sell a home? If you're a hero, there's 25% right there for you. Easy, easy takings. Thank you guys so much for coming in today, Gretchen. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
Megan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stick around for more Smarter San Diego, where we guarantee to make you smarter than everyone else. We just did it. Share this video.
Cheers.
Bye.